Music was all around me as a kid. My grandfather, who recently passed a few years ago, he was the kind of musical like don of the family, you could say. I remember just like sitting on his lap, like back in the day, just as he played piano. And the fact that he could move his hands on something and make these sounds, it really kind of inspired me. And that's kind of where I was like, well, it'd be really cool to do this. I didn't know back then how I was going to be able to do it, but I was like, well, when you get older, maybe you learn how to do this. You know what I mean? I really attribute my musical skills and the development of those skills to my parents, because back in the day, we were raised with TV days in our house, and we could only watch TV or go on the computer 3 days a week. So on those off days where we couldn't watch TV, we had to find something creative to do. And we had a keyboard laying around, we had guitars laying around. So being active, my siblings we're all also athletes, and we play sports and stuff. So I attribute our well-roundedness to my parents and our creativity and our music skills to them for allowing us to have days where it forced us to be creative and to find something else to do besides sit in front of the tube and just consume whatever it was going on. Well, the story actually begins, to be honest, when I was a very young kid. When I did my first play, I did my first drama for church when I was 8. And at 8 years old, I got the lead after my first ever audition for this play. So that's when my parents sort of realized, hey, there's something with Cody and doing this. It came sort of natural to him. So I throw it way back to those days because I was pursuing entertainment at a very young age. I wasn't a child star or anything, but I was sort of kind of in the business. I understood how it worked. I was auditioning at a young age. I was doing some modeling and doing some commercials. So I was always working towards a career in entertainment. And to me, growing up, music was a real big deal to me, especially when I became 18, because when I graduated high school, I got my first MacBook computer. I discovered that, hey, I can make sounds in this computer and make my own songs and stuff like that. So that was really inspiring, and it was just a big melting pot of things that kind of led to this moment. I've written a lot of original stuff. I used to have, back then, years ago, I had a Bandcamp page where I had like my small little amount of following that would go and that would listen to my old songs that I put out a long time ago. The fact that I got into social media was almost an accident. We got on Vine, which led to other platforms and making video, and this was all sort of part of the plan. I moved out to LA when I graduated college with nothing. I had nothing, and I was auditioning right when I came out, but it was very difficult because I had to work and pay the bills. I was doing the whole struggling, artist thing. And Vine was a great way to cultivate an audience by doing whatever I wanted to do with my videos, whether that was a funny skit or music. And I got to share my talents with my fans, and my fans grew with me. And it wasn't just like I grew this Vine following, and then when the app went away, my fans went away. Like, no, they followed me over to Twitter. They followed me over to Instagram and Snapchat and YouTube. So I've been lucky to have a fan base that has stuck with me through whatever art form I'm pursuing at the moment.